Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Total War Warhammer 3 where we play as Chaos Dwarfs, and today we are starting with a piece of information I have for you guys. So I did a little research and now I know how do we get allegiance points, and that is by completing our allies missions and building the outposts inside their settlements. So we can just do that actually. So where is this guy? It's right over here. And first maybe we can but how did we I don't even remember how we built the garrison last time. Okay, I guess it will just come naturally. Okay, so Ungakas. We can still send him against the Pillars of Unseen Constellations. And that was an easy win, and we'll actually take it as a factory this time, you know. And we could either go for this thing or this thing to increase the number of armaments each turn. In both situations we will just lose more raw materials, like the income in raw materials. Why can we do that? Oh, because there is another settlement of this type already there. Okay. So, instead, let's go just for a garrison there for now. Okay. Zatan has to take Tlangsla, sorry, settlement. Those names are just terrible to pronounce. Okay, let's take it. And we'll take it as maybe as a factory. Province secured. So now we have okay, we have to convert it into the outpost. We just have too many factories there. We also need an income, you know, in raw materials so that we can support the armaments production. It needs to be balanced out. No surprise, I guess. And what is this? A Dreadquake battery. Okay. I don't think it matters that much. So yeah, let's continue. Telelas still has to chase down this bastard. And with this army over here, with Gilbert's, we'll go for the never-ending chasm. And this is once again an easy win. And soon enough, I think okay, and this actually also has to be converted into factory. Soon enough, the cult of Sotek should be no more. I think they should. I think this is basically the last settlement they have, and they are already bunked up terribly over here, as you can see. So there should be no problem in finishing them off. Okay, so let's also build a money-making construction. And let's move to this army over here. to start thinking about recruiting some more units inside it. So what would we need? We would need a unit of destroyer, that much is certain, and a hell cannon. So let's see if we have enough armaments to increase the number of both. We should have, I think. Yeah, we do. So that is very good. So we can actually start recruitment of hell cannon and the destroyer. And now it is all we can afford right now. But this army actually starts to become more and more dangerous if you look at it, because there are those allied, forces inside it, and destroyer, hell cannon. So if we get a chance of recruiting like the slave armies as well, then we could actually deal some real damage to Goldtooth. He just grows restless. He's been sitting there for a very long time now. But don't worry, you'll see battle soon again. Okay, we'll go for this thing now. And let's end the turn. Okay, let's continue. So, Umgakas, he still has to continue his campaign at the western coast over here, but I think this time we will not ignore that settlement over here, and we'll just go for it, so that we can secure basically almost the whole province once the well springs of eternity are taken as well. And why is there such a great income in public order? Is there a rebellion somewhere? It doesn't seem like it. But okay, whatever. So, Zatan on the other hand has to go for the monument of Izatal. Okay, and we can take that as outpost maybe. Okay, and we'll build raw material and this thing as well, and we will keep some money for the future. Okay, what else? Starchas is not over here, so Telalas on the other hand has to chase down this army over there. And can Gilberts reach this army? I don't know, he won't be able to do that, so that is just too bad. But okay, we'll have to wait. And this guy I think he just desperately wants to go to the Sinhole Monolith. It's probably their last settlement. It most likely is. And even oh, look at that, Cult of Sotok is still more powerful than Itza is. I think it is because Itza has no armies at all, and Cult of Sotok actually does. So that is very interesting. So that is all we could do over there. Let's continue to send Starchas further west. And he also is basically ready for that war against the Goldtooth. And we should continue recruiting the units in this army. So Well, actually recruit the Iron Demon unit. And... Huh... How do I build the outposts in our allies? You know? Oh, I think this is it. But will it be, you know, increased in the next turn? The allegiance, I mean. I hope it will. I hope the you know, the upgrading of the settlements also work the same as if building them. Okay. But we still need to increase the total number of blunderbusses at our disposal. But as you can see, we could also increase the number of infernal iron swords. How much of them do we have? Not much. So for now, we'll actually go for the... This is not what I wanted. For blunderbusses first. So we'll recruit them first. Okay. And we will have enough of them right now, I think. And next we will actually go for the infernal iron swords. We'll also recruit, I think, a single unit of the hobgoblin archers for now. But I would really like to recruit those units. They just seem to be very good and they could work perfectly against those big beasts, you know, that the Gold Tooth has. I just hope that we can actually, you know, increase our allegiance by also upgrading the outpost. Okay, but for now we will recruit what we can. So, assuming that we will recruit 2 units of these guys, let's say, it would make 15 units inside this army. Or you know what, we will just wait. And in the meantime, we will recruit the backup army over here. And we will go for this guy. And we will start recruiting the most basic slave units there are. With the backup of some of the, let's say, hobgoblin archers or something. So those units are just basically expendable. These armies are meant to be expendable, and this army will be the core of our power up here in the north. At least that is the idea. I could also recruit a champion or a hero, and this could actually work as well. So we could cancel the recruitment of enough units to be able to recruit this guy. Not this one, but the one that has... Okay, we want this guy. And we will move him in this army. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the champions greatly increase the power of the army, even though if you have like not very powerful units, the champions will make a difference. Can not waste time, we can recruit those guys, the goblin laborers, Okay, and I think that is basically all. We still have to spend those unassigned skill points, and those were for both Gomrundash the Pure, so the logistician, as always, and for our champion over here. And for him we'll go for the Blade Master and all. Okay, so I think we can safely end the turn. And Oracles of Tzeentch wants us to join the war against the followers of Nagash, but we have no interest in this war, not yet anyway. Maybe in the future, to close in to the territories of the Gold Tooth. But yeah, I just hope that we right now are making a comeback. Okay, let's continue our recruitment. So, first of all, I don't think we have enough raw material, not raw materials, but yeah, armaments to recruit that unit. So, okay, it will have to wait. The recruitment of the Infernal Iron Swords will have to wait. And it seems like we just unlocked ourselves some more units. Like but can we actually, you know, can we build some extra outposts of ours inside their settlements? I would like to, you know, just spam basically the most basic garrisons there. But okay, so I guess it just depends on them. But no, it didn't, because I know I intentionally built a garrison there because there was like a better units available for us to recruit. But okay, still, let's see if we can finally finish them off. I think they will just run away, as they always do. Of course they will. And we have to chase them down. And you know what? We'll get a little closer, but not close enough to get dragged into the battle for the Sinhol Monolith, because I think this army will not be able to take the Sinhol Monoliths, and we obviously want it for ourselves. Okay. So there's that. And yeah, I think people here are very unhappy because of the Tzeentch's corruption. So we have to address that too. We have to invest into public order making constructions. Okay, but I just jumped into a place where I basically shouldn't in the first place. So, for this army over here, we will still have to wait until the next turn, until we have enough armaments to increase the number of Infernal Iron Sword we can actually recruit. In the meantime, let's continue the recruitment of more basic units, ones that are basically weak, but might become basically the support their intention is of actually being the support to our main army. And by the way, let's add the general there, not the general, but the champion there. And what if we... Well, we need some more, even not more, but any at all melee units, so let's start recruiting those guys. And yeah, because we don't have like basically any melee units just yet, so we have to change that. I was thinking about recruiting those units, but I doubt they would have any real influence on a victory. I mean, their rank is 4, but I'm really not sure. On the other hand, the Gold Tooth doesn't have like the numerous units, so it would, the majority of their forces are just monstrous units, because the ogres themselves are monsters, so we don't need that much like number wise men in our armies. We just need more powerful units to be able to stop them. Okay, so we will actually recruit that unit inside their army. Okay, and we will still need more of those units. And I think we'll just go completely like orc laborers and goblin laborers and hobgoblin archers units for the next army, or from now on for the support armies. And what about these guys, those units? I mean, I know those pink horrors of Tzeentch are a very powerful ranged units. I fought with them and against them before, and I really liked their firepower. They are basically like our blunderbusses, but I think they can volley across or above the line of our soldiers. You know, blunderbusses have to, they need a clear line of fire, otherwise they will not shoot. There are not arrows like the bow carriers or anything, so they actually have to, they need a clear line of sight or shot to make those shots. Okay, let's occupy it. And we'll need that construction, as we always do. Something else. What is this? Conclave influence gained. Diplomatic relations with Chaos Dwarfs, who are no more. We are the only faction of the Chaos Dwarf that remains. So, and what is this doing? Income generated. Okay, that looks very promising. Right now it gives us 350 gold, and at the next level we would get, oh actually 412, but at the next level we would get 590 gold. We'll go for that. And we'll send now Zatan to the Temple of Kara. Okay. And I think that is all we could do. Sindar still sits and waits, Starchus does the same. we could tease not the hobgoblins, but the ogres a little by starting to raid their territories. And we can do the same with Syndras. It would also increase our income a little. We would also get some slaves. Okay, let's also increase, like, upgrade those constructions that are making money. And why is the... You know what? We'll actually go back where was that? Oh, you know what? Scratch that. We'll just, for now, focus on those money-making constructions. And in the next turn, let's just remember to upgrade the settlement around here, the capital of the province. Somewhere around there, probably the no, it wasn't the bamboo crossing. Yeah, Shanwu settlement. So we have to increase its level to be able to unlock more slots and, you know, create the money-making constructions as well. Okay, so there's another technology available. Melee defense +5 when under the siege, and ammunition +20% when under siege. Okay. So that's that. And we can end the turn. So let's just do that. A sticky situation. An exceptionally stupid goblin laborer, likely discontented with his meager lot in life, has slipped and fallen into the machinery upon which he was working. This has temporarily slowed down production while his entrails are unwound and the mess is cleared away by his peers. Such a thing threatens to halt production entirely. What steps will you take? Okay, we'll actually sacrifice a little of our raw materials. And we still need to... Oh, look at that. So the number of our allied forces, or like the allegiance, is increasing. So maybe if we... It just grows in time, maybe. So each turn, maybe we get like a 1 or 2 points of allegiance. In this way, we will eventually reach the allegiance points 14 with this army, or like with this ally of ours, so that we can recruit eventually 2 of those units and replace like these guys with those. For now, let's just increase the number of Infernal Ironsworn and recruit them into this army. So where are they? Okay, they are right here. So in next turn, this army will seem to be ready for the battle. I guess we will see about that. You know, if the opportunity presents itself, I will still like increase the number of the Infernal Ironsworn maximum number, and until we actually declare the war on them or they declare the war on us, I will just replace those units with the Infernal Ironsworn, and most likely these guys with the or at least 1 unit of the blunderbusses with the unit of the where are they? You know, those guys, the chosen of Tzeentch with halberds. Okay, for now let's just continue recruiting those basic units we just talked about. So this army will be ready in 3 turns. And we need to just make as many of them as possible, and armies like these, you know, we now are going quantity over quality, and those laborers can be easily replaced. So I'm starting to sound like a Chaos Dwarf myself, you know. I don't care about the lives. They are just numbers. Okay. Yeah, I almost forgot that Shen Wu was supposed to be upgraded. Let's go back there and see if we can still... Yeah, we can still upgrade this construction here as well, so that is good. And we'll also upgrade the garrisons across those settlements. And what is happening over here? Those guys are having a terrible time. And if you remember a Carl Francis campaign on my channel, this looked pretty much the same when we fought the Dark Elves factions. So they just spammed all these orcs, and they were just completely surrounding our settlements, our port settlements, as they do right now, which is very hilarious in my opinion. Okay, so for now let's just continue our war against Itzam, and we'll take it as a factory, I think. Yeah, that was a good call. And we'll choose this thing first. Okay. So extra armament production. And what is happening at the South Pole? So yeah, this guy is probably approaching. And he will now try, definitely he will try to make use of our armies. So we have to go back a little to not support him in this fight. He will, you know, stay on his own in this fight, and this way he will definitely not attack them, and if he will get destroyed. His army will get destroyed. Okay, and we need, and from what I see, we basically cannot construct any building which would grant us public order, which is not good, but also the provincial instability drops each turn. But we would also have to invest somehow into creating like or like doing something which would increase our basically a chaos corruption, because it's being suppressed by the Tzeentch's corruption, you know, and this makes our people are unhappy. There are still some building upgrades available, but clearly we don't have enough money to build anything, and we will keep our armaments to upgrade or increase the number of the Infernal Iron Sword at our disposal. So for now, we'll just end the turn, and let's see what the next one brings. Okay, so first of all, let's continue the recruitment. So this army is almost ready. It will be completely ready in 2 turns. Where is the other one? Yeah, right over there. Okay, and we just finished the recruitment as well. So yeah, we get 2 allegiance points each turn, it seems. So that means we will definitely increase or like replace one of the units of the Infernal Guard, the basic, or more like the blunderbusses, I think. We just have too many ranged units, I think. We will like get rid of one of those units and replace it with the Chosen of Tzeentch. And that is what we'll do. Okay, in the meantime, Zatan de Brage, as the Chaos Dowie would say, will go for the Spectazuma, I think. And we will also increase both our income in gold and raw materials productions. And why do we have such a short travel distance with Vungakas? I'm not sure, but okay. And I think we can also accept a new labor over here, so that we can boost our constructions even further. Okay, Telalas. He actually, yeah, he is taking that settlement. And we can also attack this guy because he is in an encampment stance. But yeah, he's still running away, which is not good. He's always one step ahead. I don't like that one bit. But right now he will be just forced to attack us either way, because we are now taking their last outpost. Now they will just die of attrition real fast. So yeah, that is probably the end to the Cult of Sotek. Once we defeat this army, their agents will disappear as well. Okay, you know what? We'll invest our money into those money-making constructions and raw material production as well. And it's also like dying. They have like this single settlement left, I think, the Spectazuma, which Zatan will take care of in the next turn. Okay, so that's that. And I don't think there is anything else to be done other than, you know, spend the skill points. So let's do that as well. Escort veteran maybe for this guy. Okay, and I think this will be all for this turn and this episode. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, a comment and subscription. And stay tuned for the next episode. Basically multiple episodes, to know if we actually can pull this off and finally win the war against the Gold Tooth, which is basically our nemesis in this campaign. So yeah, once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.